Hello everyone, it's Kay here and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to share my design team project for Artymaze, and this is the project for July. Excuse me for fussing. What I've got here and what I've used is a really beautiful kit, and it's called Beautiful Birds. So if you like birds in their natural setting, then you would absolutely adore this kit. It's got the usual add-ons and banners and tags and everything you could possibly wish for to put a project together, and everything is always from Andrea really gorgeous. You just purchase, as I've said before, the kit from her store on Etsy, print it out, and then you're all set to go with whatever project you wish to use the digital kit on. It may well be that you want to make cards, it may well be that you want to make journals. I don't even know what to call what I've got here, except it is perhaps best labelled a little booklet. I can't say it's a journal or anything of that nature, although there is a lot of writing area in it. But I just wanted to put together something a little bit different, not the standard journal styled booklet. So this is the front, and it's actually got the two pockets on it here, a little bit of a dingle dangle here. There are tutorials on Artymaze's YouTube channel which would allow you to make this kind of thing on the top here using jewellery wire and glossy accents and a little bit of DSP, and it really is a lovely thing to do. The spine, which is quite narrow, as you can see, I've covered with lace, and that just hides any sewing that I've done into the spine to anchor down a little journaling space. And then this is the back cover. In the kit there are lots of these little stamp sized images, and they really are gorgeous. So you could glossy accent these if you wanted to, turn them into stamps. It would be entirely your call, but I just love this beautiful image, and as usual Andrea's done a wonderful job with background, the images that she seeks out to use on the internet, so you know, to the best of Andrea's knowledge, Artymaze's knowledge, the items that she uses in her kit are all free from copyright, and then it's down to her imagination and her design that puts the kits together. So you know, you're not going to find two kits identical unless you find them on a less than notable site, I'm going to say, and leave that there for those who are aware of copyright contraindications to know about. So we'll come back to the front, and in the front here are some nicely fitting elements from the kit. If I pull them out, I've made a little book here, and I actually tea stained some different coloured papers, and this is such a mishmash. It's red onion, it's beetroot juice. It really is a conglomeration. It was something that I did for a group that I belong to on Facebook, and we were set the task of, you know, having a go at making some alternative tea stain papers, but it just lent itself so beautifully to the colours on the front of the book here that it would have been very foolish not to use them. But I have turned it into a little pocket book. It would be entirely up to the individual whether they used it as such or just left it to perhaps pin extra images to. You could put photographs on it. It's just glued into the inside of the booklet like so, and then Andrea's envelopes, or Artymaze I should call her, as we're talking about her digi-kits. Beautiful, beautiful design, absolutely gorgeous. I hope the light is doing its best for her work. It's a funny time of day to be filming, but I did want to get this finished and out because I've been a little bit late off the mark this month. Normally I put it out much earlier in the month, but things being as they've been, I've not been able to do that this time. Another beautiful, beautiful envelope, good size. Again, you just cut them out and score them and put them together to make the envelopes as they stand then from the kit. So that's the little booklet. That one fits in the back there quite nicely. And then this is a little money envelope, and I love these. They just are great for holding little bits and pieces in that you want to keep safe. And again, beautiful, beautiful design work. It all just flows so nicely. So I'll put that in the back pocket there and just let that settle into that little gap for me if it's going to, and that just makes the front of the little booklet look quite interesting and as though it's got a lot to offer. You then open it up and there's a little side long pocket here with the tag in it. Room for journaling on the back if you so desired. And then here I've just made some funny little tags that you could just write a couple of little notations on should you want to, and they fit very, very nicely into the little grooves of the slider die cut there. And inside is another little notation area, but again, like I say, it's down to the individual. And this one just unfolds like this and then folds back up again, and you know, again, that's something that you could just use to keep little private notations in if that's what you wanted to do. But you know, all in all, I've used a little bit of lace here, and I've used that lace throughout the project and the craft cardstock because it lends itself beautifully to this kind of thing and always looks nicely put together. I absolutely love it. But this is a larger notation book or journal book. There are a good few pages in it. It's just ordinary tea stained. I have got 2 signatures in there, which makes, I don't know, I think probably there's 4, 8, so there's probably about 32 pages that you could make notations on or add little bits to if that's what you wanted to do. Another beautiful bird image there, some more of the lace just holding things together. On the bottom of the page here are some gorgeous little stamps. That's a new addition to Artymaze's kit this time, and you could clearly separate them if you wanted to. I just inked them and smudged them and then glued them onto the bottom of the page because I thought it sat there really, really nicely and just enhanced the overall look of that page. Then we come into a larger page. Again, nothing on this. I just wanted the papers to speak for themselves. They really are beautiful. I think you'd call this a collage page, although it's not heavily collaged, but you have got the flowers, the written print in the background. This is all integral to the page, so if you wanted to, you would be able to put a photograph on it or something of that nature if that's how you saw that page evolving. And then on the next page, more of the lace. I've put in several of these little pockets. It's actually a 3-way pocket that's supposed to fit across the page that way, but I chose to separate them out and just use them to put little bits and pieces in. They are empty at the moment, gusseted. You wouldn't be able to put too much in them, but you know, they would hold a little something. Another glorious page here. You just have to look at that image. It is absolutely gorgeous. If you wanted to, you could lay down a whole load of glossy accents or glitter and really make this something else, but I just wanted to keep the prints where they are and let them speak for themselves, because it really is a delightful kit. Absolutely gorgeous. There is some repetition going on. I think there are 11 or so background pages, and then you get your add-ons with all the essential tags and tickets and banners and that kind of thing to go alongside it, all with the same theme. But it's the birds that I love, and I just thought this was such a nice way of doing. I've done a bit of natural collaging here using 2 sheets of the page, and here set this little image up on pop dots, so you could actually pop a little something in there to the side or to the bottom if that's what you wanted to do. It's one of those quite versatile little spots that you can use for whatever purpose. Again, another page here with the lace going into the actual seam of the pages. Then there's a flip tag here, so you have one side on one page and the other side on another page. Then I found a little booklet here, the same design, and decided I would just add that. And again, you could use this as a tuck spot if you wanted to hold bits and pieces in. It's entirely down to the individual how these things, you know, are used at the end of the day. And then there are 2 more tags here, all backed with the craft paper and popped into the little corner there, so they all look as if they live there really, which is what something like this is all about. And then on to the last little pages here, and there are a couple of postcard sized images which I've again backed on the craft card stock. Again, I've not added anything to them, I've just let that glorious design speak for itself. And like I say, to bird lovers out there, what more could you ask for? The detail, even down to the little chicks in the nest, is just outstanding. I love it. Absolutely love it. So if you're interested in seeing the kit or purchasing the kit, then all you need to do is log on to Andrea's channel, where you will find a link to the Etsy store where Andrea sells all her digital kits from, and there is an absolute plethora of beautiful, beautiful kits to choose from. I can't speak highly enough of Artymaze's kits. I've used them now for the longest time, it seems, and there has not been one that I've looked at and thought, oh, I don't know if I quite like this, having purchased it or printed it out, or as I am in this case working with DT projects to advertise Artymaze's beautiful work. So, you know, I hope you found this a nice little walkthrough. The little flap here just goes over the edge of the main pages there, in case you were wondering. It doesn't need a tie or anything of that nature, because it just sits together quite nicely. That's not to say if it was required I couldn't put a tie on, but it is a neat little something and works very well with the kit. I'll just show you a couple more pages that I haven't used. They're all printed out on A4, as you can see here. And don't forget, if you wanted to and you printed it on thinner paper, then you've got the opportunity to use the melted candle wax on them that would then turn them into a faux vellum effect. So as I say, I hope you've enjoyed this little walkthrough with my little booklet. I really don't know what else to call it. Thank you as always for sharing this time with me. It is very much appreciated, and I will be back in the not too distant. I've still got the 30 tag challenge to finish, which is also been arranged by Artymaze and Tracy Fox. So with that, I shall love you and leave you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being there as always. Please know your comments and views are hugely appreciated. Take care everyone. Stay safe. Bye bye for now.